Picture the modern battlefield for a second. The exact moment you fire an artillery round, enemy counter-battery radar locks onto your position. Within just 1 to 2 minutes, a devastating rain of steel, what we call counter-battery fire, drops exactly where you're standing. In the past, artillery crews had to race against the clock. They had to pack up, retract their outriggers, and floor it just to stay alive. But today, the rules of war are changing forever. What if you never had to stop your vehicle to fire? What if you could blast down the road and accurately sling 155mm shells at the enemy while completely on the move? Today, we're looking at the ultimate wheeled beast from Germany, the absolute future of global artillery. This is the RCH-155. Hey everyone, I'm Mick, and welcome back to Pacific Steel. Today we're doing a deep dive into the most highly anticipated military tech in the world right now. And this isn't just your standard weapon upgrade. This is a total revolution in how we deploy artillery. The RCH-155, which stands for Remote Controlled Howitzer 155, is an absolute masterpiece from KMW, or Krauss-Maffei Wegmann, the legendary German defense contractor. These are the same brilliant minds behind the Leopard 2 main battle tank and the world-renowned PZH-2000 tracked howitzer. But this time, KMW has pushed the envelope even further, taking extreme destructive power and putting it onto one of the most agile wheeled platforms on Earth. The whole concept behind the RCH-155 was born from a harsh reality of modern warfare. Mobility is the line between life and death. Traditional towed artillery and even older tracked self-propelled guns have a fatal flaw. They take too long to set up and tear down. In a battlefield swarming with suicide drones and 24/7 radar surveillance, standing still for even a few minutes is a death sentence. So German engineers asked a bold question: can we build a howitzer that shoots and scoots without ever hitting the brakes? The answer is the innovation you see right here. They chose to mount this system on the chassis of the Boxer 8x8 armored vehicle, which is incredibly famous for its ruggedness, heavy armor, and high-speed road mobility. Choosing a wheeled platform over tracks is a massive strategic advantage. Wheeled vehicles can hit highway speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. This means they can self-deploy across entire countries or regions without needing to wait for heavy-duty flatbed trailers, which takes a huge load off logistics. Plus, maintenance is far easier and cheaper than dealing with complex, gas-guzzling track systems. It gives commanders the ability to move troops rapidly and respond to dynamic threats at a moment's notice. But the real heart of the RCH-155, the thing that makes it a true monster, isn't just the Boxer chassis. It's the turret sitting on top. This is called the AGM, or Artillery Gun Module. It's a fully automated turret equipped with a 155mm L52 gun, the exact same lethal barrel used in the PZH-2000. The beauty of the AGM is that it is 100% automated, from calculating ballistic trajectories and adjusting elevation to loading both the projectile and the propellant charges. Everything is handled by robotics and advanced targeting computers. Think about it like this. In older artillery systems, you needed a crew of 5 to 7 guys breaking their backs to manually ram heavy shells into the breech, load the powder, and yank the lanyard to fire. It was exhausting, slow, and dangerous. But for the RCH-155, the entire vehicle is operated by a crew of just 2 people. That's right, just 2, a driver and a commander. They sit safely inside the heavily armored front cabin. They never have to stick their heads out and risk exposure to shrapnel or chemical weapons. The whole system is operated via touchscreens and joysticks from the comfort of an air-conditioned cabin, almost like playing a video game. Now we get to the absolute highlight, the killer feature that has the entire world watching the RCH-155. It's the ability to shoot and scoot on the move. Normally, wheeled self-propelled howitzers have to come to a complete stop before firing. They have to deploy hydraulic outriggers into the dirt to absorb the massive recoil of a 155mm blast. But German engineering took it to the next level. KMW designed an incredibly smart suspension and recoil absorption system that allows this vehicle to rotate its turret 360 degrees and fire while driving, turning, or evading. all without flipping over and without a single outrigger touching the ground. This shoot-on-the-move capability completely shatters the old rules of engagement. It makes enemy counter-battery radar practically useless. The second the first shell leaves the barrel, the vehicle is already moving to a new position. By the time the enemy calculates the coordinates and fires back, their shells will just hit empty dirt, while the RCH-155 is already raining fire down on them from a completely new location. It is an absolute nightmare for enemy artillery crews, because you simply cannot lock onto a target that is constantly zigzagging and firing back at the same time. And when it comes to firepower, it's just as aggressive as its mobility. The L-52 gun can hit targets up to 40 kilometers away with standard ammunition. If you switch to rocket-assisted projectiles or precision-guided munitions like the Excalibur, that range gets pushed beyond 54 kilometers. Thanks to the autoloader, it can pump out 9 rounds a minute. That means just one of these vehicles can deliver the devastating firepower of an entire battery of older artillery pieces in a matter of minutes. On top of that, it features MRSI capability, multiple rounds simultaneous impact. The computer calculates different firing angles and shoots multiple shells so they all impact the target at the exact same second, giving the enemy zero chance to find cover. Of course, the RCH-155 isn't the only player in the wheeled self-propelled howitzer market. If we look around the globe, we see heavy hitters like Sweden's Archer system, famous for its lightning-fast burst fire, the French César, which is currently proving itself in the battlefields of Ukraine, and Israel's brand new Sigma 155. But to give you a clear picture of how dominant and how expensive this German beast really is, I've put together a head-to-head spec and price breakdown comparing the RCH-155 to its #1 rival, the Archer. Let's take a look. Looking closely at this table, beyond just the weapons, the power and mobility stats are really interesting. The RCH-155 is heavily armored and packed with tech, bringing its weight up to a massive 39 tons, which is notably heavier than the Archer's 30 to 34 tons. But German engineers solved this by dropping in a massive MTU V8 engine pushing out 815 horsepower compared to the Archer's 6x6 340 horsepower. The result? The RCH-155 can haul all that weight down the highway at 100 kilometers per hour, leaving the Archer behind in the dust. That supercar-level power output is exactly what allows it to absorb the insane recoil of a 155mm gun and perform flawless shoot-and-scoot maneuvers without stopping. And that brings us to the price tag. At roughly 15 million USD per system, almost double the cost of the Archer, the premium you're paying is entirely for survivability. Sure, the Archer is incredible, and firing 3 rounds in 15 seconds is insanely fast, but the laws of physics still force it to stop, park, and deploy outriggers. Even if that setup only takes 20 seconds, on a modern battlefield filled with suicide drones, sitting still for half a minute can get you killed. The RCH-155 never stops. It keeps moving at high speeds, can aim in any direction, and keeps its 2-man crew safely behind heavy armor. Paying double the price for a system that virtually guarantees you won't get hit by counter-battery fire while ensuring 100% crew safety makes it an incredible investment in the eyes of modern military strategists. Before we wrap up, you might be thinking a system this futuristic and expensive is probably just a concept or a shiny showroom piece, right? Well, believe it or not, there are already over 200 confirmed orders on the books. It started with Ukraine, the very first customer, who received 54 units backed by nearly €900 million in German government funding. Ukrainian troops have already completed their training, and the first batches are heading straight into active combat zones to prove to the world just how well the shoot-and-scoot system survives in a drone-heavy environment. Following that, the home team, Germany, stepped up, signing a massive €1.2 billion contract for their first 84 units to fill gaps in their own military, with plans to potentially expand that order to 500 units in the future. And just recently, the British Army dropped a massive billion-dollar deal, nearly £1 billion, to procure 72 units of the RCH-155. They're bringing it in as their primary artillery to replace the aging AS-90 system, and they were in such a hurry they even skipped the prototype testing phase to get straight to production. This just goes to show that global superpowers and NATO allies don't see the RCH-155 as a shiny new toy. They see it as a legitimate game changer that every modern military needs in its arsenal. Military tech is advancing at an unbelievable pace. We went from digging trenches and setting up static guns to deploying autonomous wheeled artillery robots that fire on the move like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The arrival of the RCH-155 might very well mark the beginning of the end of traditional stop-to-fire tracked artillery over the next few decades. So what do you guys think? If you were a top military commander, would you choose the Archer to get more guns for your budget? Or would you spend top dollar for the RCH-155's extreme mobility and 100% guaranteed survivability? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. And if you enjoy this kind of deep dive military analysis, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pacific Steel so you never miss out on the latest tech. I'm Mix, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.